Let's make sure it's working. Hello, Fuzzer. Okay, everything seems like it's working. I'll just leave this up. It's fine. All right. Post. All right, let people trickle in and pull it back up. All right, cool. Nice. All right, so I think it's been 2 weeks since I've last streamed, which is, feels like it's been forever, but I don't, you know, I probably could have streamed last week, but it wasn't something that I was needing to do. For anyone who's wondering, you should not spawn this. It's garbage. I figured that today I'd go over. Oh, we could do Mobius. Advantage is time. I also wanted to talk. I guess I'll talk about that after Mobius. I wanted to talk about ranked guild battles, which is coming up this Thursday, and my opinion on where the current meta is, and what's important, what's not important, and all that stuff. So yeah, I'd talk about the meta a little bit, the ranked guild battle meta. And that comes off of the back of these updates here. So level cap increase, crystal increase. They changed around the times a little bit as well. So that'll come off of that. And then I thought we could also do maybe some of the Lucius, the stars, end of stars stuff. Because I have not gotten these before, so I figured we could hang out and do some stuff. So that's the plan for today. Yeah, I guess I need to make. Oh, I guess we'll start with Mobius. And then while we're doing Mobius, I guess I'll talk about my opinions on the current meta and where we're going and all that stuff. Hey, let me move this here and swap over that. Okay. I think I'll run dual blades. Just run ninja. Mm-mm-mm. So 43 cost. All right, let's increase some cost, and I'm gonna change these guys around. Against time. I mean, I think this monster is just so good. 200%. Yeah, people use time at the time though. It's probably not the best idea to have a bunch of them. Um, could go with. There's a fire monster. It's not bad. Well, whatever. I guess I'll use this one here, Fern. She's pretty good. This one's really good, so I guess I'll keep him. This one's also really good, but I don't want to have three time quail. Yeah, I mean this one's really good too. Damn, I don't want to have three though. This one gives me. Oh, this gives me extra time element. I guess I'll swap for this one then. Hey, Frog. Is this game boring? No, I don't think this game is boring at all. I love Unison League. I have loved it for a year at this point. Kind of a tough decision. I just assume that my team is gonna have like a Dark Valk or something to clear it. Um, yeah, I guess I will just run this monster then. It's probably best. So I run. I think this lineup's fine. Hey, America. Uh, what's the max stat a pet can have? I believe it's 9,000. I believe that's the maximum. All right. Take a quick look at the defense gear. Looks fine. It's a little bit off, but you know, whatever. Looks fine. Take 11 out of this. What are we rocking right now? Again, star 14 and 12. It's not the best. Let's see if we can boost that a little bit with some monsters. Do 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 do. It's a lot of grinding, but is very fun for PvP. Yeah, I agree. The main reason why most people play this game is because the guild battles in this game are live, and they are some of the best guild battles, like PvP type content in any. Super, super fun. That's why most people play this game. Let me get an ability that hits the entire field. Probably Phoenix. It's probably fast enough. Now that I have three of those abilities, maybe I can just use Wind Shear instead. Huh. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. All right. Now to find the team. 49. I mean, that's not bad. 30, also not bad. Oh no, this Morpher doesn't have Shining Aura. Gonna have to leave. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is the team. You're very welcome, Mysteries. What set are you building, Mobius? I was building a time set because the advantage is time. So right now I have 71 time advantage. Wow. I have not seen a a cleric in Mobius in a long time. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good setup, to be honest. Showfinks has got to have, yeah, that's the ability right there. Shining Aura. I don't know why people don't run it. Probably because A Team does not do a great job of communicating the good abilities versus the bad. PvE Ninja is rare. True. However, Ninjas recently got a third ability, the Red Lightning Slash, which really expanded on their ability. To be fair, Ninjas have always been quite strong. Cloud Cutter hits 5 times and has 220 ability power, which is pretty crazy, to be honest. So yeah. Yeah, that's the problem. Tension is such an amazing buff and nobody knows what it does. So they definitely need to fix that. But it is what it is. Let me grab this. All right. I guess we can start talking about my opinions on the current meta for ranked guild battles. I feel like they did way more changes than they're claiming. They're claiming that they only changed the total stats to like 320, level 320. They claim that they just boosted um, the amount of defense that the crystal can have by leveling up the crystal. Um, did you know Xenos DB ability? Oh, yeah, I haven't actually looked at any of the Xenos abilities, to be honest. Oh shoot, I just realized I'm not even sure if I have this is a problem. I don't have diffusion on anything. Well, this will be interesting. Yeah, I don't think any of these monsters give diffusion. That's awkward. Um, or not diffusion. Um, the ambush bubble or the other one. I don't know why I can't remember the name of that buff. Well, whatever. Um, it's like the Archer one kind of wind shear spam wall. Oh yeah, Dawn. Dawn's the one that I'm thinking of. Yeah, I don't think any of my monsters give Dawn, which is like it's fine. It's whatever. Um, So, yeah, I think they did a lot more changes than they're claiming. Right now, they're claiming that they didn't really change that much. But I have noticed in guild battles, even when you have Nebulous Eclipse up, the thing that would normally spill disaster, I like you can throw double Pandora and people aren't dying anymore. And I don't think they actually changed Pandora. So they must have changed the way that Nebulous Eclipse works. And maybe they just made it disable, like not be able to disable the Xenos gear or something. But I mean, I feel like it does do more damage after. I'm not really sure what's going on, but people are definitely way tankier. People are way, way tankier in ranked guild battles. And people are, it's kind of, honestly, it's kind of amazing. Even getting attacked. I have been attacked multiple times in the last week, and not once really have I died from a single person. Usually, I drop down to like 50% HP, and yeah, it's completely different than it used to be. I mean, before you could get easily one shot. Now I feel like it's a lot harder, and that has changed the meta drastically. Sniping is much, much harder. Everyone has a lot more effective HP, so tanking is easier now. Yeah. We're back to a racing meta and not many snipers. That's exactly how I feel. It's just too risky to snipe, which is makes it really, really awkward. Yeah, so we are back to a racing meta, but I still see lots of frontline characters. Do I have anything that I can throw here? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we're it's like a weird racing meta that's not completely racing because I still see people trying to kill, but I'm also seeing like a ton of really, really strange builds, like people running double rook in the front line in order to prevent people from killing after a uni. There's a lot of strange things going on. So where do I think the current meta is kind of shifting? I think that we'll see a lot more racers. I think getting uni is super important, obviously, but uni chaining seems to be incredibly important. So hitting like you uni and then your teammates uni and then your teammates uni again and your teammates uni again, and this kind of nonstop uni chaining in order to get a ton of buffs seems to be where we're currently moving. How useful are clerics in guild battles? I think clerics right now are in a really bad spot. I don't feel like clerics are doing enough. Like, for example, they're not racing. Currently, like, clerics aren't personally racing. And I feel like the biggest barrier to racing is all of the stuff that Lancer is doing. And although cleansing debuffs, like the unison down debuffs, are super important, morphers can do that now. You know, there are weapon abilities that can do that. There are other classes such as treasure hunter that can do that. And although I love a good cleric, and we have personally, we ran cleric frontline for years. I don't think that cleric frontline is the most optimal. Now, in certain situations, I think cleric frontline would be really good, but it would depend on the matchup. I think overall, if you're making a strategy that would work well in every situation, I don't think cleric frontline is good right now. They're basically just there to remove people's debuffs from. All right, they're basically just there to remove people's debuffs. Um, so, like the uni down debuffs that you're getting, the lions, things like clamorous howl and mastery. So they do have a use, but I don't think that it's nearly as important as it might have used to be. I'm still trying to learn everything as I go. Yeah, there's a lot of really important things to learn in guild battles, but we're gonna have to see what the major strategy is. I made archer, so having enemy fields is important. Wicked and anguish cloud. Yeah, I've noticed that as well. I've noticed that with and without a field right now makes a huge difference. Like before this recent update, you could one shot the crystal without a field. Just throw like a single buff, single monster buff, and you could one shot the crystal. Now you need a full stack of buffs. You need crystal buffs. You need or like you need a field buff, you need a neg field, you need 250 or a 200% buff, you need ability power boost, and you need crest in order to guarantee a one shot. I mean, like some of the whale guilds might be able to do it without all of that, but without all of that, you're risking not being able to one shot. And because they made Nebulous Eclipse, they messed with Nebulous Eclipse somehow. So no longer can you one shot consistently. Now there have been multiple times where me and my guild have attempted to clash, and we've lost clash or we've won clash, and it hasn't even killed anyone, and so then both unis go off. So it's like we're in a really weird spot right now, which is just kind of unheard of. Really, you need Nebulous Eclipse plus a bunch of damage unis and really powerful buffs in order to one shot. So it's a really like unis have not been this important for at least like 5 years, in my opinion. You really need a full team to be working well together in order to pull off a win. So yeah. Let's see. What else we have? Oh, and I lost all my uni. Okay. And, I'm 255 at 2.4 mil gear score, so that's decent. Oh, you mean like clerics in general? Yeah, I think clerics in general are in a pretty bad spot as well. Their damage is atrocious. Their ability to help people in PvE, like questing, is atrocious because nobody needs healing. If you in things like PvE, the enemies are either dead or you are dead. There's not much in between currently. So yeah, it's clerics have been in a really bad spot for a long time. The only cleric that I think might be kind of viable in PvE is the Lancer cleric. Now, if you're running cleric abilities, that doesn't mean that you're like locked out. If you're running relics and books, you can still absolutely play well, but you could swap over to mage, you could swap over to morphers are really powerful. You can even play things like berserkers if you're wanting to kill people, but there are other classes that you can flex into that are much better than mages right now. I think mages are in a really bad spot overall. If you want to chain and stop the uni from chaining, returning to this game after 5+ years, how are you doing 1 billion damage right now? I have made a video on how to make a proper PvE set. It is, oh gosh, yeah, it's been a while. It's under one of my playlists. I have a playlist of tutorials. I made a video on how to make a proper PvE set, and that was like, oh geez, probably 3 or 4 years ago, and it's still completely viable. There's basically nothing that's been added that's changed PvE. So yeah. Basically, you just get as much attack, whatever your attack stats are, you use those. You use dual scaling abilities, so things like that use magic attack, or magic attack and magic defense, or attack and defense. You know, anything that uses dual scale. And then you want, what are people throwing? Great. Okay. Well, I can't throw anything. So I'll just tell them that I have this, and this. No, not three. Not three. All right. So yeah, I made a whole video on it basically, and then you stack a bunch of monsters that give you additional time, and then you run a bunch of weapons that give you time as well. So there's a lot of aspects. And then you obviously need buffs. If you don't have buffs, you can't do damage. So hopefully that helps you. No, I mean, as in my level, I play Archer. Oh, you're playing Archer. Okay, gotcha. Archer's in a really interesting spot. I personally think that Archers are the best for flexibility. If you're wanting to be a super flexible class, running dual blades, a combination of dual blades and bows and guns gives you the greatest access to classes in the game. So I do think that archers are a really good spot. If you're 255 at 2.4 mil gear score, I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, because you're missing out on a lot of cost and you're still new. Yeah, I think you're doing well. I think you're doing well. Hello, peoples. Happy Sunday. Yeah, happy Sunday, Daniel. Would love to multi-class, but not sure where I'd go. To be fair, so clerics, or sorry, when you're running bows and guns, you have access to morpher, bowman, like archer. The why am I blanking on the name of that class? You kind of get access to treasure hunters. Treasure hunters use bows. You gain access to Zerker as well, Berserker. So with just bows and guns, you can run all of oh, and soldier. And soldier. Can't forget about soldier. Now when you're running dual blades, you gain access to ninjas and I mean, obviously you can play Archer with dual blades. You also gain access to Zerker as well. And yeah, I think that's it. Dual blades are a little bit less flexible, but uh, for a free-to-play player or a newer player, having both dual blades and archers, guns and bows and stuff like that, I think is valuable. It's a combo of good unis, high stats, high element. Yeah, for how to do high damage, high ability power, dual scaling abilities. Let's see if I can throw another uni. If I say fire. All right. Archers can use dual scale or dual blades. I had no idea. Yeah, so there are specific abilities that archers have that you have to run dual blades in the main stat, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you need to run all dual blades. I just say dual blades because, like the Xenos gear stacks with whatever you're currently running. Wow, we definitely need to buff up. Holy smokes. The Xenos gear just stacks with whatever you're currently running. So if you're running dual blades in the main slot, it would be most optimal to run lots of dual blades. Basically all dual blades. Have no interest in soldier, but the other two seem good. So if you're wanting to get into PvP, things like Colosseum, I think Archer is probably one of the worst classes that you can get into it because as a newer player, you're not going to have access to some of the most powerful defensive procs in the game. And overall, you're going to be a little bit weaker than you should be. Because of that, I think soldiers are fantastic for new players because specifically for PvP, soldiers gain access to percent damage down abilities. So there are a few of them, and essentially when you use them, they reduce the amount of damage that you'll take by a percentage. And as a newer player, that is super, super valuable and will help you survive more. So from the aspect of being super flexible, I do like archers a lot more. Like running attack and magic attack. It is the most flexible in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, but with just Vigilance, Brave Introduction, and Iron Fortress, you can turn somebody with basically no defense into a tank wall for a few seconds. And you can, if you get things going, you can get them to stack on top of each other. Yeah, that's a really old strategy, but it's still, I mean, very viable. Um, I'm glad that I could be helpful. Mysteries. As an archer, I usually play Morpher, Treasure Hunter, Archer, and Zerker. Yeah, so as an archer myself, I play mostly Morpher because Morpher is the most powerful. If you're running the type of Morpher that I'm running a Fortress Morpher, which is a max ability power or a max gear score Morpher. So I use Fortress, and it costs 50 uni to use it. Let's see if I can throw it. Okay, I guess not. Maybe I'll reset next time. But it requires you to run all of your stats: attack, defense, magic attack, and magic defense at high gear score. So I basically run more for all the time. Yeah, soldiers are really powerful in Colosseum, which is nice and also really frustrating because soldiers just have so much. They have access to so much. It's honestly a little bit ridiculous. We just have a lot of cost recovery. Yeah, but you don't even need a lot of cost recovery nowadays. Like most procs will give you 10 cost. There are hardly any procs that don't give you any cost. And there are even fewer that give you 10 or less, or like 5 or less. You get 10 from basically everything nowadays. So Coliseum is like, it used to be really, really difficult to max spam in order to keep up your percent damage down as a soldier, but now it's like unbelievably easy. So times they've just changed. Coliseum's pointless with the bingos, but yeah, I'll start some dips. Oh, dual blades. Then I'll probably work on getting those Xenos dual blades after. Yeah, that's what I would suggest. Yeah. I don't run dual blades a whole lot, but there are some elements like water and time that I run dual blades. So the way that I run like my stats, all of my monsters are attack and magic attack, all of them, or at least all the ones that I try to get. And then from there, if I'm just looking for bows and guns, then I'm cutting out a large majority of the potential weapons that I could be using. Because I could be using. Oh, I guess I'll throw this one or not. Okay, well. So I'm cutting out dual blades, I'm cutting out relics and books, I'm cutting out staves, I'm cutting out axes and swords, and I'm cutting out lances and scythes. That's a lot of stuff. So we can, even though dual blades are part of that, like attack and magic attack, a lot of people don't think to use them. Did we get a field? Oh, we did. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna call time. So a lot of people don't think to use it, but the reality is it does make a huge difference because, for example, if you spawn something and you're trying to infuse, you need to use your weapons, those weapon types, in order to optimize your infusion. So you need, not only do you need bows and guns in order to like equip, but when you're infusing them, you also need more guns and bows, which, like, unless you're spending a bunch of money, is very difficult to get. Now, if you flex into dual blades and bows and guns, then it reduces the burden, because if you're trying to create PvE sets, so if you're trying to create PvE sets for all of your elements, really, again, if you're trying to create PvE sets for all of your elements, like fire, water, wind, and then light, dark, time star, all of that, you're going to need 9 weapons per element. And so what is that? 9 times 3 plus 7, 60 something, 63? That's a lot of weapons. And then you need additional weapons. You need a second weapon for all of them in order to infuse. So, like, what, 126 bows and guns? That seems completely unreasonable. So you can reduce that massively by flexing into dual blades for specific elements. So, for example, I'm flexing into dual blades for water and for time, and that helps me so that I don't need like nearly as many bows and guns. So yeah, you like it? Excuse me. Yeah, like they don't have good PvP sets then, which is okay. It takes time to learn. Yeah, PvP is its own beast. Some people love it, some people hate it. There are some good Coliseum rewards. If you run Coliseum enough and you win, you can get gems. And everyone loves gems. So, yeah, the best defensive procs are the Tiger Serpent. They're percent damage down procs. They don't say that they're percent damage down, but that's what you're looking for. Been playing for about a month. Have you finished the mission? No, I'm stuck on a mission. It's the first thing to focus on. Gaining costs and all of those mats. Land of the Spirit quest. Yeah, it's incredibly. Yeah, so a lot of people. I actually disagree with Fuzzer here. A lot of people get caught up on the normal quests. I personally, like, I view this game as being a fun game, and I also view it as like a small time sink every day for, like, months. So from my perspective, I think that it's okay to not finish the the story quests. You are missing out on gems, and you are missing out on some like random gear. Some of it's still useful, some of it's not. So I do think that there is merit in completing it, and I think that you should complete it eventually. But I think that expecting new players to be able to complete it is unreasonable. You need at least, I think, 2 really strong PvE monsters, and know how to build a PvE set in order to beat it. And I think it's unreasonable for new players to have that type of knowledge. That's why I make the videos that I do. Oh no, I died. That is why I make the videos that I do. And that's why I make videos whenever new stuff comes out, to tell people if it's good or not. But a lot of people stress. I see Reddit posts about it, and I see people, asking about it all the time, like whether or not it's good or whatever. But I don't think it matters. Um, Completing these normal quests is, if you complete them now versus if you complete them in 3 to 6 months, I don't think that it's going to change. You're basically just missing out on cost, which as a new player won't change that much. Because you definitely don't have the amount of really good weapons and armors and stuff that you'll need. And I also don't think that you're missing out on gems as well, but I don't think that the gems are nearly as important. Here, let me change my monsters because people are throwing nothing but fire, dark, time, and star. Let's get some other things in here. This one's really good. I mean, you can't go wrong with this. I don't want to run double wind. Hmm. Hmm. You know, run this. This is probably fine. What are my stats like now? Okay, run it back. Oh, here, let me actually change this. See, like this, I know for a fact that this is a new player because of Starburst. It's a single scaling ability. For PvE, you want dual scaling abilities. And Wara is an old player because I just know them, but they still don't know how to make a PvE set. Very sad. See, I guess we'll do any. I don't really care. Um, yeah, you have to grind the events. The way that I play, I made a. I should begin playing Wagyu again. I used to play a character called Wagyu, um, where I would like it was a brand new account, and I showed how you should play. One of the things that people don't use properly, in my opinion, is the level up mechanic. When you level up, or when you're doing the basic quests, you risk running tons of level ups and missing out on a ton of AP that you could use. So I actually prefer on new accounts to run it really, really slow and basically spend all of my time on the grinding the event, because with all of your levels, you should be able to complete all of the event quest because the additional AP you're getting. And that is hugely important. You're getting gems, you're getting Ninos, things that you can use as fodder for the few monsters that you will end up getting. So yeah, that I think that there are a lot of things that go into it. But yeah. Why do you like Unison League so much? Why do I like Unison League so much? There are hundreds of video games where you can play multiple characters. So, for example, one of the most famous, if not the most famous, is Summoner's War. A more recent one would be like Raid Shadow Legends. These are games where you play by yourself. You play all alone, and your goal is to make up a team and complete quests. Then, for each of those monsters, you have to increase their stats and increase their, like runes or, armor. There's like always a gimmick, right? But because the games are intentionally made in a way that forces you to spend money if you want to play them properly, because they're all solo games, you're basically always playing alone. A lot of these games take up a massive amount of phone power. So you can't just like, you can't whip it out and play for like 6 hours if you wanted on a single battery charge. You'd run out of, you'd run out um, of battery. I mean, a lot of these modern games, they bring a sense of solo ownership to the game. And I despise that. I am a multiplayer player. I played games like Smite, League of Legends, CS:GO, the original Counter-Strike. I play games like Apex, Marvel Rivals. Here, let me click um, Rocket League. I used to play games like RuneScape and MapleStory, and I played a little bit of things like World of Warcraft. But all these games are multiplayer games where you play a single character and you join people live. And I've always loved that. Um, I think that playing alone is depressing. I suck at games like Summoner's War. I'll just be honest. I completely suck absolute dick at making a team that works well. I pick all the characters that I like their abilities and they look flashy and I like their characters. I pick those characters. I don't pick the optimal thing. And what ends up happening for a lot of these games is you have to have super niche characters for every single different type of content in order to quote unquote cheese the game. Because if they just allowed you to clear it with power alone, then then any character could clear it, but they don't want you to do that. They want you to spend money. So they make like these weird convoluted loopholes. And I'm just not that type of guy. Like I'm the type of guy who, if I got in a sword fight, I wouldn't want any shenanigans. I want like an honor duel. I'd want like a 1v1, you versus me. Okay, let's not grab the dirt on the ground and throw it in the other person's eye. Let's have like an honorable duel. Now, if we're both in the heat of combat, it's okay to like punch or headbutt the enemy, right? I don't think that that's out of the question. But there are like sneaky tactics that I don't like. For example, if your friends are all around us, I don't want them to like, pull out a crossbow and shoot me in the back while we're having this honor duel. So I'm just that type of guy. Like it's just not like cheesing the game in my opinion is boring. And a lot of games are like that. The reason why I love Unison League is because it brings people together. You can't complete most things by yourself. I mean, you can when you get to like the later stages of when you get to like late stage capitalism in Unison League, you can complete basically everything on your own. But there's a lot of content where you can't complete it on your own. And I like the camaraderie that it has. I also love that Unison League is live. There are lots of games where there is no PvP, no guild battles that are live. You're fighting against a robot, and it just feels stupid. Like, why? Like, this person created a defense, and now I have to attack the defense. And so it's supposed to be like an RTS game, right? That's the idea, at least, that I think that they're going for, is they're trying to make it like super interactive, like something like StarCraft, which I also used to play. But in my opinion, all of the games that have you build a team and fight against like PvP, it's not even really PvP. You're not fighting against another player. You're just fighting against a unique set of monsters that somebody else set up. I just hate it. Everything about Unison League is exactly what I want. Live action in basically everything. There's nothing where you're ever fighting against like except besides the normal quests, you're basically never fighting without other players. There's just man, I everything about Unison League is exactly what I would want, and I love it. I mean, that's basically it. So hopefully that answers your question why I love Unison League. Now there are things that I don't like about Unison League. I don't like I don't like that Unison League's guild battle system changes so often. I'm okay with it changing like once every few years or once a year, but it seems like occasionally they'll drop monsters that are way too overpowered. And if you don't have this monster, if you didn't spend money to get the monster, like you just yeah. Like there are things that I don't like about Unison League, and there are aspects of Unison League that are pay to win, but you can play a specific type of aspect of Unison League completely free. So you can play at the highest level. So you can play PvE, you can play PvP, or you can play guild battles at the highest level for free. So it does take like 6 months to get there, but you can absolutely do it. And once you're there, you're there. I mean, you won't have to spend any money. For good procs, whenever a good spawn comes around, I'll be ready. That's another issue that I really dislike about Unison League. I really, really think that it is a major, major detriment to Unison League that you're unable to spawn some of the best gear as a free to play or as a newer player. There's so much FOMO, like fear of missing out, in Unison League. I hate that aspect of Unison League. And I personally think that Unison League would be a way, way more popular game if you were able to spawn some of the most powerful and most popular monsters and gear as a new player. If you start up Unison League, there is a 90% chance that there are zero good spawns. And that means that you're going to be playing for maybe like a month or 2 months without any good spawns. Like free to play and new players, they don't have the patience for that, man. Especially in this day and age where like most games, they give you a ton of starter stuff and then even then you can spawn basically everything right off the bat. There are hardly any games as extremely FOMO as Unison League. And that is one of the biggest problems, especially for new players. Grim says, what is RGB? RGB stands for Ranked Guild Battles. Oh, RBG. Yeah, I don't know what RBG is. That's a great question. RBG doesn't, that's not anything. I don't know what RGB is. Blah, 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 blah. All right, I fixed it. Yeah, it's supposed to be RGB, not RBG. All right, let's see if I can actually throw a monster this time. Yeah, red, blue, green. Yeah, RPGs. Yeah, it could just stand for that. That's what it stands for. I also got Faith Woven Monster from the free spawn, to which is crazy. Yeah, so I think one of the best things about the woven fate spawns, all of those types of spawns, is that you can play new accounts and you can get those monsters for free. That's what I recommend doing is to just keep refreshing until you get those monsters for free. Honestly, because they're usually not the best monsters, but it's a really, really big head start when you're starting the game. And it's reasonable to get. I mean, to get it for free is a reasonable ask. It doesn't take that many times to get. I feel like a lot of people like Unison League a lot because, in my opinion, it has such an insanely complex combat system. It's so fun to build sets, and you basically get two games in one with PvP and PvE. Exactly. That's another thing, is that Unison League seems super basic. Like you throw monsters, you just use abilities, but there are layers. It's like those pictures of an iceberg and it has like levels, like it has layers. Like an ogre has layers, like an onion, has layers. Unison League has layers. It's like an ogre. I agree. The Fates Woven, the Star one, had really good pots, but as a monster that you would throw, it was probably one of the worst monsters I've seen in a long time. But for new players, I mean, yes, somebody got that. It was a Shrek reference. Yes. Um, Nobody's gonna throw. Well, it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, as the Star Fates Woven monster as a new for like new players, I think is fantastic because it had such good pots. The pots were actually pretty good on it. I still play RuneScape, love it. I have not played RuneScape in many years. I was going to play when they came back, and like made the like they redid it. I was gonna play, but it took too long to come out. And I think by the time that it came out, I completely forgot about it. And then I was like, well, people are already playing, they're already ahead of me, so why would I start? And then I was like, yeah, yeah. I just gave up. I was like, I already sucked at RuneScape. I was never that good at it. I'd rather just I'd rather just play something else. But yeah, I did love playing RuneScape. Are class spawns usually good? No. It really depends, honestly. The class spawns in years past, they have been atrocious with some of the worst procs I have ever seen. Recently, they've been incredibly good with some of the best procs from previous sets. So not like the newest greatest things, but they have been very very good recently. So it really that are all class spawns good? No, but it kind of depends. Usually, if you see some of the more expensive procs in a class spawn, that's how you know. So, for example, there are some class spawns where you are just spawning for gear. There are no monsters. You're just spawning for either the offense gear or the defense gear. There's a lot of stuff like that. And if you see a lot of those in the class spawn, then yeah, they're usually pretty decent. Especially for newer players, they can be very good. They're hardly ever bad for new players, but it kind of depends once you make it past the new player era. That's what happened to me. I leveled up so quickly. I can't stop getting AP. That's what hi Henex. That's what a lot of people run into. What I do, what what I did is I would just basically spend all of my AP on the event. Try to get as much of the event done, at least to 200k, because 200k is usually the point where you get the Nino, and yeah, so that's what I would recommend. I think we're honestly coming up pretty close to 46 cost. I would not be surprised if 46 cost dropped right after ranked guild battles. But I think we're getting pretty darn close to 46 cost. Usually the way that you can tell how close we are to the next level is if you go on Limapedia, which is their like Wikipedia, and you click on a cost for monsters, you can usually count the number of monsters. So if the amount of monsters looks roughly the same or getting pretty close to the same as a previous amount, then you're pretty good to know that that's where we're going. So thanks for showing up, Mysteries. It was awesome having you. I'm glad that you enjoyed yourself. I will. Oh, I threw the wrong monster. Nobody saw that. Hopefully, you can come back and say hi later. But yeah, thanks for showing up. Nobody saw that. Well, I guess one of them's all that. All right. I guess I'll after this I'm going to do the end of stars. So if you guys want to do the end of stars stuff, feel free to make a set for the end of stars and we'll do some end of stars after I'm done with this Mobius. And if you guys have any questions about ranked guild battles or, like where things are going or anything like that, let me know. We kind of already talked about my opinions on where the current meta is. So, yeah. Let's see. What else is there to talk about? Maple Story, in Maple Story news, I think they released like that they wanted to do one more beta before releasing. So hopefully they do that this summer. I love Maple Story, man. Such a classic game. Oh, you know what I need to do is I need to post a link to the Discord. I haven't had anyone I haven't done that in a while. All right, let's post this and then pin it. Awesome. Um, um, all right. I completely forgot to post in the guild battle or in the guild. Why do I keep saying the guild? I mean my Discord channel. My goodness, dude, my brain was. I haven't had anything to eat today. I woke up like 2 hours ago, and I completely forgot that I had croissants. I get lazy for Moby. I do enough for wave 81, then I just leave the rest up auto. Yeah, yeah. It's I agree. I think that they need to revamp Mobius. I know how they do it, right? Here's my opinion on how they revamp Mobius. They make every single wave a factorial harder, like a multiplied by 10. So they have like wave one, stats would be really low for like newer players or whatever. Wave two would be 10 times harder. Wave three would be 10 times harder. Wave four would be 10 times harder. And they just keep increasing each wave by 10 times. And you wouldn't have this problem where you just are fighting the same waves over and over and over and over and over again. So that's my opinion. And that would solve it would be permanently fixed. Because no matter how many stats people get in this game, of like making the enemy's HP and their defense and their attack 10 times as powerful, I mean, like, that would take years to even cross simple barriers. So I think that would solve basically everything. And they, Unison League doesn't like modifying their stuff. I mean, I think that would be a pretty easy. Because I remember when Mobius first came out, and hitting wave 10 was like unbelievably good. Hitting wave 15 was like impossible. And as time progressed, I think when they originally made Mobius, they were like, there's no way that this game lasts for nearly 12 years. And there's no way that, anyone makes it past level 25. So we'll just keep repeating waves 20 through 25 infinitely. And it just sucks. Like, it just feels like a major waste of time. It doesn't feel particularly difficult anymore. It just feels like a waste. So that's my solution to it. And I think that's a pretty good solution. I mean, like, each of these would probably be 10 minutes. But I think very easily, or very quickly, people would realize how difficult they are. I think making it past wave 5 should be really, really hard. Like, you should have a full lineup of really powerful players, and making it past wave 7 should be like impossible. That's my opinion on it. Oh, and I think every wave should be different. So, like, in the beginning, you have like the really weak monsters, and then as you get further, you could have some stages with like just one enemy, and then you could have other stages with like 20 enemies. Like, some of the early stages have like an unimaginable amount of monsters. So if you can't AoE really well, then you're gonna miss out. So that would bring, like, some competitiveness to it, where you actually have to like plan ahead a little bit. Feed me some potatoes. I don't know why, but recently I've been eating a lot of tater tots. It feels like wherever I go, instead of getting fries, I've gotten tater tots. And I'm not really complaining. I love tater tots, but I'm just saying it's been weird. I didn't realize how many places sold tater tots. Like, if you're not looking for tater tots, most people don't come across them. But it's just something weird that I've noticed. Like, I'm not I don't eat out a whole lot, but when I do, I have to go for what's best. And I'm not gonna lie, tater tots are definitely the best. They blow basically any fry I've ever had out of the water. Like, in my opinion, an average tater tot is equivalent to like some of the best fries I've ever had. Nobody has wind. Dude, I chose right. Nobody's choosing wind. All right. So we're doing End of Stars after this. I have to make a set for End of Stars. I have not done that. I haven't done End of Stars in so long. I actually need to look at it to see if it's difficult. Hello, Sagex. I'm a Razor Treasure Hunter for Guild Battle, but I want to try out other classes. What classes would you recommend? Well, if you want to be the most optimal as a treasure hunter, then usually all of your monsters are defense and magic defense. Because you want as little attack and magic attack as possible so that you don't feed, right? That's the idea. So the only class that you can really play super successfully is Rook. Now, I love Rook. I think Rook is a fantastic class. Yeah, my answer would be Rook. But if you're actually wanting to play real classes, classes with a lot more flexibility and power, that's hard. It kind of depends. Like a lot of what weapons are you using for your racing set? It's not difficult, but it needs planning. Okay, good to know. Well, you guys are all welcome to join. Thanks for the video, brother, but just got back into the game. Unfortunately, had to restart. I'm sorry to hear that. If you know any, if you ever spent detox or Dex Toast, yeah, Dex Toast. If you ever remember or have like any transactions on your old account and you have gear from your old account that you want, like for example, the seven deadly sins is probably never coming back. So if you wanted to dress like Escanor and you wanted that, you can usually get your account back, especially if you spent money, because those are like permanent records on the Google Play and the Apple Pay systems. You can almost always find them as long as you have the same email, and you can email a team directly. I I can give you their email if you need it, but you can email them, and they should be able to find the transaction, the account associated with the transaction, and they should be able to give you access to that account. But it's one of those things you have to prove that you're the owner, so you have to have some information. So hopefully that's not the case, but welcome back. You know, it's always unfortunate when you have to restart. It's not uncommon though. A lot of people forget their stuff. Rook is incredibly strong. The problem with Rook that I have is that nobody knows how to properly build a PvE set with Rook. And it is the hardest thing in the entire game, in my opinion. Making a good PvE set for Rook is probably the it is the hardest thing in the entire game. And because of that, I don't think that it's for the faint of heart. So I don't recommend Rook to most players. Sadly, Soldier cannot use here, so I had to go Lancer. Okay. I mean, Lancer's good. Soldier's good. Whatever. Mainly a mix of bows, guns, and lances and staves. Oh my gosh, you're using everything. Okay. If you're using basically everything, I mean, my question: what are your monsters? Are they magic attack, magic defense, attack and defense? You know, you're gonna have to give me a little bit more information, Sagex, for me to properly help you. I mean, I could just tell you an answer, but I don't think it'll be the best answer necessarily for you. Oh, okay. Well, just got back into the game. What are the best abilities for PvE Mage? There are some new abilities for PvE Mage. Basically, what you're looking for is something that procs, that says, like, uses magic attack and magic defense. For example, this one says uses both attack and magic attack. You want the same thing, but uses magic attack and magic defense for mages. There are quite a few of them. There are even some weapon abilities that you've got now, but that's what I would recommend. All right. This is basically over or not. Do you ever hang out in dual rooms? I used to. I used to be a dual room fiend, especially when dual rooms first came out as like permanents just on the weekends. I used to basically be in there 24/7. And then when they swapped over to be like every single day, by that point I had basically stopped. Once they moved away from the current meta and they added all of these piercing things, I just yeah, it just wasn't for me anymore. Like 1v1ing was no longer something that I was super interested in. IDT sleep for time that. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I'll be honest. That doesn't sound like English. It's all good. I'm gonna stay PvE. Currently running Magic Attack Morpher. That's good. Might swap to Rook. Interesting swap. Yeah, I mean, I love Rook. I think Rook is just really, really difficult. Like most people, I haven't made a video on how to properly make a PvE set specifically for Rook, but I should. But it's basically impossible unless you're intentionally trying to do it. Only time I've ever seen him in a dual room was for his tournament. Yeah, I don't hang out in there much. I do a lot of testing, so I will be in and out of the duel rooms, but I don't go around dueling people often. I have mainly attack and magic attack because I was an archer. Well, then you gotta stay. If most of your monsters are attack and magic attack, I would just recommend running bows, guns, and dual blades. That's what I would recommend. I mean, unless you're about to spend a crazy amount of, that's just honestly that's probably your best bet. All right, Moby, save this set. And now we need dark and star, right? Because this is light. I believe it's light. What is the requirement? Put the... Okay, so we just have to land a bunch of criticals? But we need magic attacks. Okay. Put the boss into break 4 times. Okay. Is there... I mean, I guess we could start with the easier one. Prohibits all unisons. Okay. Use an ability 10 times that prohibits unison and 6 times that applies lethargy. Interesting. Land physical attacks of at least 1 damage while under the effects of pulverize. Reflect damage of at least 1 30 times. Wow. Okay. So my main. Okay, let's start with the reflect. My main weapons defense gear should have reflect then, which none of these do. Well, that's a pain in the ass. I guess I'll. Man, that is a really big pain in the ass. Do I have anything? Oh, wow, we have a lot of message. Hey, I'm a ninja as well with a star build. I don't feel like I do a lot of damage for PvE, even though my gear score is 5.8. Help, please. Okay, goated. I made a whole video on how to properly make a PvE set. I'd recommend watching that. It is still completely viable. Everything in there is still how you should make a PvE set. And then also, when you're using your abilities for specifically ninjas, make sure that you're running Red Lightning because of the attack and magic attack dual scaling. Make sure that you're running Cloud Cutter and Moon Piercer, these two. Cloud Cutter is your main DPS. It has the highest ability power. All right. We got some other messages. I just started a new account as an archer and I got Milla from a special. Is she any good? I don't know who Milla is. Is that this monster? Or is that the monster that came out in the like that was free? Like you could get it for free, I mean. I'm not sure which one Milla is. If you write out the full name, I could probably help you. If you guys haven't watched the tourney, I'm fuzzy. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't think. Okay, cool. For this unique, it's better to have classes of lancers, archers, and rooks, and a morpher. Okay, I mean, I can play the morpher. That's what I'm basically built to play the morpher. Okay, can we not do all the abilities? Because we need to do magic attack specifically on the first wave. So I should be using a bunch of magic attack abilities. I'll figure it out. Let's start with the defense gear though, because I know I need reflect in main slot. Um, need archer for double violet. Cleric has the move to do uni prohibiting. Yeah, there are quite a few classes that can do uni prohibit. So I say soldier had to switch to lancer. Cleric ability for uni prohibit. What do you think about? How do you have level 7 on your equipment? Oh, so you see these buttons right here, these little infusions. When you get to the purple ones, so the first 3 are always going to be the blue ones. The last 2 are the purple ones. And when you hit these last 2, the first one hits level 6, which I don't know why this is not level 7. The first one will hit you level 6, and the second one gives you level 7. Oh, she's the dark crown monster. Yeah, yeah, Milla's good. Yeah, Milla is quite strong. As like one of the older monsters, I think like I personally don't like her, but if you got her for free, she's good. I never spent any gems on her. I don't think hardly anyone did. In fact, I got a lot of flame when I first made my review of her. People were saying that I was like completely wrong about Milla. Um, I still think that she's not that great, but she's really good if you got her for free. I mean, like especially as a new player, I think she can be very flexible. I just don't think that she's like top tier. Most people were saying that the reason why I was wrong was because she was the only crest monster that was dark or something like that, and then they released all these spirit things, and I just was proven to be right. So yeah, you go check it out. Okay, cool. Yeah. Um, I've been on and off this game since 2015. How is this game still alive? Because it's one of the greatest games of all time. I mean, what can I say? Dude, you got her for 15 gems? Holy smokes. Only crest monster with ambush at the time. Yeah, yeah, but like, not every class requires ambush. So I don't think it's necessary. The sheep thing? Okay. All right, I'm just gonna. All right, wait. I need to focus. Landing crits as magic attack. Okay, well, I can do that. I just need to remember. Monster break is really easy. Prohibit uni and lethargy. I think those are both basically. I think those are both basically impossible as a as my current set. Like if I'm playing Morpher, land physical while under the effects of pulverize. Reflect damage. Okay, so it's just the reflect and okay. I think I'm playing the right type of warrior. I literally just need reflect, and I think I'm good on everything else. I really hate that I have to do this. Wow. I really, really hate that I have to. All right, fine. We're gonna swap to this, and we're just gonna put in We'll just put in 2 of them. I think this should be enough reflect. This stacks up to... Oh, shit, it's 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. Oof. I guess I could run... like... this one? Here. Let's change to just this. Yeah, it's probably best. Just run this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn, still not enough. If I put all of this here, how much do I have left? 29, that's enough. There we go. Stack to 5, baby. Let's go. Alright. What are my abilities looking like? So... I don't think any of my abilities apply the debuffs that we need, which means that I'll be completely relying on my team. Alright, we'll try it. I believe in you guys. Removes frenzy or paralyze, blind, confuse. Yeah, I don't think any of these. Removes insanity, removes rejection, accuracy. Okay, what abilities do I have here? Yeah, I think this is good. This is fine. I guess I'll just run cheer. And I'll grab mend. That's probably good. Now, this one is the one against light, right? Dark Spirits Crest, Light Bane. Okay, cool. So I have that. And I like all my monsters. I think I'm good. What's my... Oh, here, let me change my pets real fast. Ba-na-na. Alright, what are my stats like? Against light. It's okay. It is what it is, you know? Whatever. Oh, I haven't even checked to make sure. Okay, cool. Light, dark. Light, dark, star. I might have to swap if... Oh, wow. This one's also not level 7. I'm glad I checked these. I don't know why they're not. All right. Oh, wow. We have a lot of people who are joining the Discord. That's awesome. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Wow, there's been a lot of messages. If you go Archer... I'm not going Archer. Judgment. We're just going to see if this works. We got necklaces now. What is that monster after the equipment? Oh, the monster stuff after the equipment. I'll show you. They're quartz. They're not really useful for anything except for PvP and guild battle, in my opinion. The stats that they give you, like unless you're like super a mega whale, they're just not really worth it. They basically have 2 things, but they're super specific. So, for example, this only increases defense by 10% of armors that are water. Like, super niche. They're like the new whale mechanic, but they're basically just there for guild battles. They help you survive against certain elements. That's basically it. All right. Oh, Angelic Judgment. Yes. I can equip that on any class. That's a good call out. Have lives through uni, among other things, when you're gonna be okay. Wait, is this wave 2? Oh, it's wave 3. Oh, shit. Huh. Okay. All right. All right. So here's what I could do. I could put it. This one prohibits union with it. There's two of them. This one and this one. I guess I could bring them both. They both do magic damage, so it'll help me clear the first stage. Should be fine. I think it'll be fine. Let's fill them up. What are you going to feed? Nice to know. Yeah, no worries. How do you get quartz to UR? I made a video on quartz. You have to. Sorry, hang on. Awesome. Okay, he's got the prohibit thing. He's applying judgment, which is awesome. I think, or no, it was lethargy. We needed lethargy. Okay, cool. And then this one applies. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm basically just trusting that you guys know what you're doing. I have not personally run this, but oh shit, this guy's like fully dedicated to the thing. Okay, well, you know, this is probably fine. What do we have? Like 80 elements, 70 element. Damn, those stats. What is that? 100? No, 90. Oh my gosh, dude, 92. Holy, like, bro, my brain. All right, this is fine. We'll try it. How do you get quartz to UR? You have to infuse the quartz together, like 50 SRs together, in order to do it. So what do we need to do? We need to land crits as magical crits. Okay. I mean, I can. Doesn't sound too difficult. Well, this is interesting. Go team. No soldier for GE is tough. Do we need GE? Like, what is. Does. Glistening Edge just ignores. It's just. Are you just talking about for the multi hits? Have they ever done reruns for collaborations? Yes, but not for all of the collaborations. In fact, I would say for most of the collaborations, they have not. Okay, this is not going well. We're missing something. Okay, good. Yeah. The next one is the uni prohibit one, right? Okay. Uni prohibit. Apply those uni prohibits. Okay. Go team. I guess I'll throw this monster. Hi, is there any lethargy skill effect besides the archer and rook class? Yeah, there are some that are locked behind weapon abilities. So there are certain weapons that should have lethargy on them. I'll chip. Okay, so what do we need to do? Oh, this is just the reflect. We just need to reflect and hit physically. Yeah, get reflect. Oh my gosh. That is actually incredibly scary. The rejection is insane. Holy smokes. Bro, this rejection is honestly the most frightening thing. I'm running out of cost. I'm actually running out of cost. Oh, okay. This works. Wait, I still have no cost. Ugh, I can't morph. Okay, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We got this. I'm gonna morph and we're just gonna one-shot him. Easy. Here it comes. Best prepare your butt, Saturn. All right. Give him the big smack. Forbidden temptation. Okay. Well, I have nothing. Yeah, I should probably have played the ability to remove rejection or yeah, rejection. There is a morpher ability that clears all allies of rejection. I didn't realize that it would be as important as it seems to be. And now I'm hit with insanity and rejection. I guess I'll just go to the bathroom. Like either my team wins this or I die. Yeah, go team. Nice. We beat this in less than 5 minutes. So we should get the super special one. Thank you guys. Yeah, I get my background. Woohoo! Thank you. Yeah. Oh. Oh. All right. Let's see. Let's see if we're back. See if I can hear it. Okay. All right. I think we're good. Just have to wait. Okay. We are awesome. Perfect. All right. Sorry about that. Something popped up and I tapped it and then the game crashed. And then the stream paused. All right. Awesome. So I guess if you guys want, we can do the same thing, but we can carry other people. So if there are people in chat who want to get carried, we can do that. I can swap to something else if that's easier. I get this one. I have to make a new set. So yeah, that I think no audio. No audio? Hang on. I thought I heard audio. Are you talking about in-game audio? Oh, no, I can hear everything. Mute. Two people are saying can't hear now works. Huh. Wait, are you guys good? I can hear it. I can hear both. Well, the game is a little bit quiet. I won't deny that. Um okay. All right. Awesome. All right, I need a dapper look for this. I kind of want something that's like out of the way. I want something like super small. Oh, I guess I could just go back to my classic. It's under relics. Yeah, just go back to this. Okay, that's fine. This works for now. All right. Yeah, let's rerun it here. Let me change my abilities. Ooh. I think the rejection was the main thing. Removes frenzy. Not that one. Rejection. Yeah, I think this is the main one. Oop. I think this is the main one. But then I need to probably. Ooh. The 5 hits is really nice. How expensive is this? Oh, okay, this is 5. Okay, then I'll just swap this with this. Okay, cool. This this probably works. All right. Now we can do it. Um Oh, I'm not. Yeah. What do we get? Rank 201. Holy smokes, people are fast at this. All right, I guess I'll run. If anyone wants to get carried, I can carry people one at a time. I can help as Rook for others to clear or deal quickly if you need help. Yeah, that would be awesome. I mean, if there are people who want to join or want to help, then yeah, go ahead and join. How do I know what equipment to keep and which to infuse? It's a great question. It's kind of hard to answer. So, in order to tell which gear you should keep, the gear that you should keep, in my opinion, is gear that you think that you'll use in the future. And I know that that's kind of like an arbitrary answer because you don't really know what you don't know. But I do think that you can kind of guess, like depending on the abilities on the weapons, you can usually tell if you'll end up using them eventually or not. So, yeah, that's there's no way to know fully. You can just make your best guess. Yeah. All right. I think we just need to. Is it the break or the magic hits? I think we have the magic hits, right? It's got to be the break. No? Is it really the magic hits? Okay. All right, now we need to uni block. This is the uni one. Yeah, this is the uni block and pro and the lethargy one. Oh, I died. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have no words. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. There, I guess there's still a possibility that you guys can complete. Here, while I wait, I did want to look. What did I get? I got these. Oh, look at that. Ninos and drops of ether. Perfect. We need somebody to lethargy. Okay, awesome. Thank you kindly. I think this is fine. We'll have to see. Yeah, dude, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. All right, can't morph. Oh, it was a percent move? Oh, great. Oh no, we lost another one. Are we staying? I mean, I guess we can still technically beat it, right? What is the pulverize effect? I'll be honest, I don't remember. If anyone remembers what pulverize is, I know it's a negative effect, but I don't know. I can't remember what it actually does. Permits piercing through invulnerability and nullification. There you go. Oh, right. This is the. I'm using the wrong abilities. There we go. I don't know if we'll be able to get the 5 minutes for this one. You also have to get. Yeah. You can get pulverized from the mandate procs. Yeah. I don't know why my brain went blank thinking about pulverize. I mean, our current damage is pretty nasty. Yeah, mandate, onslaught. Bro, I keep getting hit with rejection. I reject these rejections. Bro, literally every single time. This is unbelievable. If the enemy attacks, I'm getting rejected. Really? Again? Dude, I just cannot catch a break. This is incredible. Oh my god, again. I have no more cost. I can't remove rejection. I can't even attack. I guess I can. You know what? Fuck it. Go team. Go team. Super useful right now. That's me. I think I need to add some rejection resistance monsters. This is a little bit this is a little bit silly. All right, now I can actually move. Fear me. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get it in the 5 minutes, but we'll still be able to clear it. I think. Which proc is better for GB, Regent or Translucent? Translucent. Regent is like one of the worst procs in my opinion, but I don't remember what Translucent does. I could look it up. I can look it up after this. Holy smokes, bro. I'm getting rejected every single attack. All right, and now I'm insanity. I need insanity resistance, rejection resistance. Holy smokes. PvP, you would want Serpent and Guardian Tiger. Yeah. But Sagex is a newer player, if I remember correctly. They're talking earlier about being like a new player, so they're not going to have any of the PvP gear. Uni, anyone? Man, this one's dangerous. Come on, kill it. Are you all right, man? All right, man. I get it. I get it. I need rejection resistance. No, I got it. No, I got it. I got it. I got it. Holy smokes. just, it's just It's just, oh man. I don't want to talk about that one. I don't want to talk about it. We're just moving on. So I need insanity resistance and what do these have? These don't have any resistances. Okay. Um Oh, this one has rejection resistance. Okay. So I could run that. Um do I have anything that has both? Another one with rejection resistance. What does this one have? You know, this one's probably pretty good to use. Oh man, this one has rejection resistance. Yeah, okay, so I'd probably want to run this. All right, we're gonna put all this in here. We're gonna swap this one with this one. And I don't think I need this monster. Now I need insanity resistance. Or abstraction, or both. I know this one's an abstraction resistance monster. I've got to have an insanity resistance monster, right? Like slumber, insanity. Look at that. Insanity. Okay, that works. How much is it? 50? Okay. Yeah, let's look around and see if there's anything else I have. Yeah, see, this is what I want right here. Something that's doubled up on resistances, where it's insanity and rejection. I've got to have one. I just don't know where it is. Abstraction. What are these? Frozen resistance? Lethargy and frozen. What is this one's resistance? Abstraction. Okay. Yeah, I mean it's fine. I don't think that. Yeah, scorching resistance. I think this one's fine. Just use her. This is whatever. All right. I think you guys cleared that one. If you guys didn't, you're welcome to run it again. But we'll try again. Intercepting souls be a good idea. Better than Regent and Translucent. Oh yeah, I was gonna look up what Translucent was. Wikipedia. Defense gear. Translucent. Translucent. Oh, translucent isn't bad. Even for PvP, translucent is like, it's okay. See you later, fuzzers. By the way, I'll just would like to thank you for your advice, Sleepy Sheep. I came back from a long break and I was kind of lost. Yeah, no worries, Zenti. You could wear the Awakened series. Other classes have passive ailment up resistance. True. True, I could. That's an option, I suppose. I have intercepting from the persona. Oh yeah, intercepting's good. I was wondering if I should get Regent or a translucent as additional gear until I get Bloom for racing. I think you're probably good. Okay, this is probably fine. You could also put on Dante. Oh, is Dante reject? Ooh, 43. Yeah, yeah. I should have done that. Well, it is what it is. Kind of too late. Man, this paralysis also sucks. This kind of messed with me the first time. Cast magic missile. Do you have the gold sheeps? Yeah, I think I do have the gold sheeps. You have to complete that in less than 5 minutes, which we did the first time. I got all the blooms. Nice. All right. What do we need to do? Is it? It's okay. We need to break it a bunch of times and hit it a bunch of times. All right. Easy. I can do that. All right. Punch him in the face, boys. Easy. Punch him in the face. Boom. Look at that damage. Man, we've got damage. All right. Now we need to land all the prohibits. Oh, I got demorphed. Probably going to use Uni right after this. What are we missing? Wait, does nobody have lethargy? Ooh, if nobody has lethargy, we won't be able to complete. Oh, okay. We have. Oh, kindly has it. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, I didn't see that we had a rook. You got this. Man, that is such a beautiful monster. All the other defense gears look so fancy. Another excess bloom key. Oh, yeah, I remember when Bloom came out. Pretty good stuff. I think we should be able to beat this. We have to hit a bunch of times under pulverize, and then we need to reflect. The reflect is gonna take some time, but I think the rest of it should be fine, right? I think we'll be fine. Because we should be pulverizing now. Oh, man. Okay, okay, okay. I think we're still good. All right, we're going to have around 30 seconds to kill Saturn. Or this is going to be really sad. Oh, no. Are you kidding me? I just demorphed. Oh, no. Go team. Go team. Fucking kill him. All right, double proc. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 10 seconds left. Oh, dude, I think our buffs got stripped. No. Yeah, weren't able to do it within the time limit. Damn. Hmm. This is really badass music. Okay. Well, we completed it. I wonder. How do people clear this in 1 minute? They probably only uni on the first stage. That's how. And my guess is, yeah, yeah, they've got to be clearing these ordeals in like 10 seconds flat. All right. Let's see if I can change up my class at all. Class stuff. All right. You said Dante, the 43 cost. I've got to have him, right? Yeah, some of these monsters. I don't think these guys are. Yeah. This one. Rejection and insanity. Ooh. I could get just one of them. Hang on. What is this one? What is this one? Hmm. Hard to say. Hmm. What is most optimal? This lineup's probably fine. Yeah, I think this lineup's probably fine. You know, the insanity, I don't get hit with insanity a whole lot. Maybe I should swap this monster. This was the insanity monster, yeah. Maybe I should swap this one for some more stats. Swap it for a dark and star monster. Like this one. Ooh, insanity resistance right there. And paralysis resistance? Bro, this monster's cracked. Hell yeah. All right. Yeah, they must also be running a monster with overcast. They've got to be. All right, I think we can get. I think we can do it. I think we can do sub. Oh my gosh, look at those stats. Crazy. I think we can do sub 5 minutes with this team. Okay, broke him once. Wow, that's a first. That is a first. Two of us got obliterated by abstraction. Do I need abstract resistance now too? Maybe I should just main slot a resistance up thing. This one is the one I used to use. Doesn't give me any protections against rejection though. Okay, we'll just call that one as unlucky. We'll just try again. I think that one was just unlucky. Yeah, we we cleared it first time, and that's all that matters. Exactly, exactly. All these secondary times, that's that's irrelevant, you know. Oh, I should also make room so that you guys can add me if you guys want to. I've got to do that as well. 30 cost? That is pretty crazy. All right. So we've got two people. We're trying to clear for the sub 5 minutes. Sub 5 minute run. Man, got something in my throat all of a sudden. All right. Hopefully this doesn't cost us too much time. We do need penetration for round 3. All right, nice. We broke him. Go ahead and kill him. Oof. I don't know if we're going to be able to beat this sub 5 minutes. We took too long on the first wave. And this part took us a while last time. Let's see. Okay. All right. I think this is good. Honestly, we have like incredibly powerful buffs. Yeah, this one increases damage that it takes. Okay, cool. By quite a bit. Wow. All right. We have 2 minutes, and we have to clear, pulverize, and reflect. All right. We can do it. Yeah, the reflect is just like a proc thing. We have to make sure that we're procking enough. So that's just RNG, honestly, which is really unfortunate. I think we can beat it. I think we have enough time because we're gonna have a little bit less than a minute. We'll have like 50 seconds to clear it. The biggest problem is gonna be he will probably strip us halfway through. So we need to pump out as much damage as we can in the first few seconds. We still have our buffs. Oh, we just got stripped pretty hard. Wait, do we not have... Oh, we don't have field. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Dude, that's game, right? Like, there's no way we beat it in 20 seconds. Because he still hasn't done, like, one of the major strip abilities. We have to beat him in, like, 8 seconds. Because even after he dies, the timer still ticks for a few seconds. Yeah, we lost. Yeah, I think the biggest thing, matching on the first wave probably is huge. Also, I feel like we're missing triple procs, dude. I haven't seen like any triple procs from us. Huh. Maybe I should re-equip Fern just for the triple procs. All right. All right, so now we know what we need to do. Yeah. Okay. Triple procs. Yeah, we're taking too long. We need to go faster. Triple procs. I have to swap out for something. We're not using any negative fields. So I guess I'll swap out for Joker. Because Kindly has him. Alright. And what do we need? We need Fern for triple procs. Is there anything else? I mean, I guess... Ooh, actually, John might be good for elevation. You know, honestly, here, let's try John. Is there anyone else that would even be, like, considerable? Rejection resistance. Oh, wait, is this... Yo, this is a rejection resistance monster. With main slot as status ailment plus star element. Dude, that's crazy. All right. I think this is good. All right, let's try this one. Let's try this. Oh, sorry. Before, let me clear my friends list so that anyone who wants to be my friend can be my friend. All right. Reject, 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 reject. Um, I guess I'll keep these two. All right. And now I need to post it. 2103. All right, cool. We beat the timer. It was 5 minutes and 20, and we cleared it in 5 minutes and 21. 1 second off. Oh man. 1 second off. Fuck. We can do it. We can do it. If anyone wants to get carried, feel free to join. If not, you can always call it. Okay. The people who ran with us got the background. Don't worry. I was saying that we beat it. Oh, okay. We beat it by one. Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, if no one else wants to get carried in the Lucian Star unique thing, then we can call it. Let's see. Did I talk about everything that I wanted to? I talked about ranked guild battles. I talked about we did some of this. I guess here we can. Oh, okay. We do have some people. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, Hectix, we should be able to carry. Yeah, he's good. He's good enough. Do these have reflect? I don't think they do. Well, whatever. We'll beat it eventually. Just added you as a friend. Yeah, I will accept all of them at the end of the stream. I usually do. Um, so, yeah. Let's see. How many people is he like? Wow. This is awesome. We've had so many people come in. Thank you guys so much. It's always awesome being able to talk with you guys. And I hope that I hope everyone learned something and we were able to yeah. Yeah, thank you guys just for showing up and hanging out with me. Um it's a lot of fun. I enjoy streaming. I need to make it a more readily available hobby. So I think what I'll do, like a more regular event, what I might end up doing is have a poll on my X account, and I'll ask people what the best time to stream would be, and we'll probably do that over the summer. I'll just sit and stream, and we can hang out and stuff like that. But we'll make it a more regular thing. So we might change it to Saturday, or whenever the most people say that they want to participate. We'll do it then. My friend can help if needed. He's got super high advantage. Yeah, I mean, if you guys are welcome to just join if you want. It seems like we are carrying at least one of these two. But I appreciate kindly and ancient a lot for helping me carry. these people, and we're just having fun, you know? There's the triple procs. Wow, we're actually doing a little bit too much damage. We need to break him, I think, one more time. No, it's not a break. It's a number of hits. It's critting? Okay, we didn't complete it. We're gonna be doing zeros, yeah. Yeah, I think we gotta retry. We'll retry this one. We did a little bit too much damage. Got a little too excited. Yeah, too strong. Which is interesting. I was hitting a lot of times. What's my main slot? Is it not a... It might not be a crit proc, actually. My main slot is... It's not a crit proc. So I'm relying on crits. Maybe that's the problem. Well, whatever. I'll make the room. All right, we're running it back. Yeah, I think you guys are just too cracked. You had world fields, you were critting anyway. Yeah, that's what I thought. But I'm just confused because like this one hits 5 times in magic damage. This one hits 3 times. Was it not the... Maybe it wasn't the damage. Maybe it was the number of breaks. Like, did we break him? I don't think we broke him yet. That's probably the problem. It was probably the number of breaks, to be honest. So that's 1. Unless I missed one already. Okay, that's 2. Yeah, it's got to be the breaks. Okay, that's 3. Four. Okay, it was the breaks. That's what went wrong. 100% it was the breaks. We lost one. Shit. All right, we're retiring. All right. Shit. You wouldn't want Scold for versus Light? Yeah, I know. One of them's throwing Scold, so it's fine. Mm-hmm. All right, now we just need to get one more person. Oh, this is new. Sure. Unleash the beast and do like a full a full lineup of unis. Oh, come on. We got to crit. Or we got to break him, I mean. Like now. Yeah, if you don't have a Lancer, breaking is kind of difficult. Huh. I really thought about it like that. Break him? Oh, that would have been so clutch if I had broken him right there. I don't think that we're going to over damage this time because we have 2 rooks. So I think we can just push damage. Yeah, there's 1 break. Okay, maybe not. We are actually doing a lot of damage. Break him. Yeah, that's 2. All right, break him. That's 3. Perfect. Oh no. All right, should be fine. But we still cleared the first time. That's right. Man, this music is really good. It's like, it's really jamming music. Oh, it's the new monster. Nice. Dude, this is... Oh, we're missing a crest. Should be fine. Even without a crest, I think we'll do a lot of damage. So do you want people who have cleared to not join since you already have carry helpers? I mean, you're welcome to join. We're getting to the point now where I don't know, I don't think that there's that many people who have not been helped already. So I mean, if you want to just hop in and get it for the points or the clears or whatever, you know, I don't really care at this point. If somebody wants to get cleared, they can type in chat and we'll make room for them. Like, hey, I want to clear, and then we'll make sure that they're in. But you know, other than that, I think you're welcome to just join because I know that there are drops of ether and stuff that you can also get. So, all right, so we just need to pulverize, and that is it. So we're probably just waiting on the defense procs right now. We are running out of time. We gotta pop it soon. There we go. Jump. Nice. How do you use Morpher? It is the worst class. Morpher has the highest damaging ability in the entire game, Forbidden Temptation. So what I do is I just get max gear score. And then I slap the living shit out of the enemy. Not the dead shit, the living shit. Big difference there. See if I can get like a triple pro. Ah, no, I didn't get it. Okay, well, it is what it is. Percent ability. Oh, man. We're running out of time. Mm. I think if we just use these two. I think we're good if we just use these two. Oh, come on. We can clear it. Forbidden Temptation. Oh, big damage! We cleared? Okay, I think we're good. So, I mean, worst class, but I just took out 25% of its HP in one hit. It is a really swingy class, though. If you do not triple proc, if you don't triple proc, then yeah. Oh, I see. Okay. Under 5 minutes and 21 seconds. Okay, nice, nice. All right. If anyone wants to join, you guys are welcome to. Thank you again. And let me repost my. If anyone wants to add me as a friend, you're welcome to add me. I think once I'll be live for another 14 minutes. So once we hit the hour, then I'm gonna call it. Okay. He's at least got Indomitable Winter. Ooh. Really wanting to bring in the big dude. Holy fucking shit. What the hell is that? What the hell even is that? Holy. What the fuck is that, dude? It's like, you know what it's like? It would be if I was like a krill, you know, like a very, very small shrimp in the ocean, and I'm just swimming along, having a good old time, and then a whale comes. And you just see, like, you just can't believe that something can be that big. That's how I feel right now. Is like, holy dude, how can any? Okay, well, how can anyone have that much? Because he had 108 element, which technically he gets an extra what 8 element, so he would be at 90, whatever that is, 96 element, without being a mage. So there is something there. But dude, those stats are like disgusting. Okay. Kindly also has some pretty crazy magic defense stats. Ancient, those are good. Those are good offensive stats, especially for ninja. Me, I think I have the lowest stats. Technically, I'm using all of them, so it's a little bit different. But I think I have the lowest. Just, yeah. Well, it is what it is. Can't win them all. Ninja can have much higher attack and magic attack, but most people don't build dual blades. So that's why I consider this high. Even though I know it's not the highest it can go, I still consider it high. You know, this guy, he'll at least help us break. Should be fine. He's not flexing the sheep, so he must not have it. Oh, come on. You've got to break. You've got to break him. All right. Bro. All right. It wasn't me this time, guys. It wasn't me this time. It hasn't been me. Oh no, did he get shy? Okay, good. Yeah. Hey, I am Zerx. Welcome, welcome. It is me. You're welcome to ask any questions. We're currently carrying people through this quest. So if you need to carry, I'm calling it quits in about 10 minutes. So if you want to carry, you're gonna have to hop in quick. That's my first death. Oh yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, it was my first death too. I had never died ever before this. You know, like the time that I died on this stream is the only time I've ever died in this game, honestly. I would never die. I don't have a sleep. I don't have a set for this. Well, I mean, that's okay. You're welcome to add me. I'll post it one more time after this. You kill a guy. Dude, no, I never die. Literally, I don't know what you're talking about. Like I've never died ever in this game. This is the first time I've ever died today. Okay, we've got to stop attacking. We need our. He needs to just break. Just break. Okay, and we gotta wait. Oh, okay, there we go. Now unleash. I mean, yeah, you're welcome to try it. We have somebody. This guy on the bottom, Siren. He has like a time set on right now. So, yeah, that just shows you. I think we have enough mega whales, especially with Tsunami and Kindly, that we should be fine. Wow, that was a voice break. Voice crack if I've ever heard one. Wait a second. What are we supposed to be doing? Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm stupid. Supposed to be uniing. Yeah, yeah. No one saw that. I think we're just waiting on Kindly. Kill it! Wait, we need somebody to uni. Yeah, we do need unis to get penetration. Oh my gosh, I was so worried that no one no one was gonna uni. I was like, why is no one throwing? All right, thank goodness. You need to give me some Tito's. Nope. Cast magic missile. That would be cool if there was a magic missile in this game. Like a special ability that always landed. Pulverize. Yahana. All right, Tsunami, I want to see you hit 6 bill with a single ability. I'm watching it. Yeah. All right. I'll post my. Here's my thing. If anyone wants to add me, welcome to. I'll accept them right after the stream. If you want to add me as a friend. All right. We're carrying I Am Zerks next, I guess. Do we have a collab for this summer? Probably not. Yeah, maybe. I don't have insider information on future collabs, but there's a possibility. You know, now that I think about it, there usually is at least one summer collab because it's like 3 months. We should have one. But I guess you never know. I know we're moving towards the 12th anniversary for Japanese Unison League. So, yeah. Franklin. All right. This will probably be the last run. As long as we don't kill ourselves on Reflect. Have we not broken him yet? Yeah, we have not broken him yet. Oh, great. Maybe this? Yay! Okay, good. We broke him at least once before the uni. That makes it much easier. See, this is why I didn't get... Oh, if you're... We can do one more. We'll do one more then after this for you, Zerks. I thought that you were Franklin. So, yeah. If you're ready, we can do it. We can do another one. We'll do one more just for you since you asked. Okay, that's the second break. All right, we have no, okay, third break. Okay, we need to break it one more time. All right, fourth break. Boom. Easy. What's your name, I Am Zerks, in game? So that I know who not to kick. Somebody needs to give us penetration. Oh, wow. This is a nice uni. Yeah, we're going to have some crazy damage. We did have a president named Franklin. That's right. Was that 4 billion? I mean, maybe. Oh my gosh, we're clearing this really fast. Maybe is I am Zerk still here? I guess we'll see after this. I'm here. In-game name is Zerks. Okay, cool. So we have one more person, and then I don't think anyone else called out for a carry. So, yeah. Wow, that was a personal best. Crazy. Crazy, man. Oh, here, let me. I did want to change this for a while. Let me add the second cheater ability. Okay. Oh, we do need somebody to clear. Okay, kindly. I hate to kick somebody, but we do need somebody who can clear the second stage. Oh, come now. Break him. Oh, no. Okay, good. Broke him at least once. All right. Oh my goodness. All right, slow down. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Holy smokes. No. Dude, there's no shot. This doesn't kill, right? This doesn't kill. We didn't. Okay. Yeah, one retired and we all have to retire. All right, we'll run it back. It's fine. It's fine. It happens to the best of us. Also, can I just point out the fact that I'm amazed that it seems like everyone is at level 320 except for me. Like, that's like it's just a crazy thing to think about. That it seems like everyone's level 320, and I'm just like slowly leveling to 320. I don't know. I just feel like I'm not in a rush. All right. Zerks, your job is to break him. Okay. We broke him. You guys should probably have uni right now, right? Awesome. It was around the level, but I was using it to save AP each time. Yeah, same. Kindly. I also used it to save AP. That was the main reason that, I'm not like speed leveling specifically for that reason. Right. I think that was the second time. Okay, so this is the third time we're breaking. Oh, here, let me remove that. You got this. All right. Awesome. Kill it. Kill it now. Oh, am I about to die to a percent ability? Well, I wasn't the only one. Of course, the last run is taking us forever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. The army of sheep shall be victorious. Oh no. Zerks can't break. Wait, did Tsunami just die? Oh my gosh. Never died to this quest, my ass, bro. What? That was your first time to die to the quest? Dude, I'm that. Uh huh, uh huh. Sure. I'm just messing with you. No, I'm just messing with you. uh. I'm so glad that I'm not the only one, Zerks. I have good monsters and I completely forget about them all the time. I feel like I end up just using like 3 monsters. Why? Yeah. He does just pop sometimes, you know. What are you gonna do about it? Alright, so we broke once. Let's see if we can break a second time or not. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. No big deal. Ooh, a negative field. This doesn't help us break. Oh, but it decreases. Yeah, it doesn't help us break. We just do more damage. All right, so that's the second break. Here comes the third. Third break. And the fourth. Now beat his ass. Boom. Let's go. Oh, I didn't die this time. Guys, I didn't die to the percent move. Are we good? Are we waiting? Who are we waiting on? Oh, it's probably Kindly, isn't it? Well, we do need to uni. Juan Moore. Juan Moore. All right. Awesome. Here we go. Here we go. Wait, he doesn't have uni? Oh, he didn't uni. He just didn't do it. Interesting. Twilight. I never played the Twilight Princess game from Zelda. That was on the Wii, wasn't it? Never played it. Very sad. Heard it was good. Beat his ass. Beat his fucking ass. Hello, Vanny. You showed up like basically at the end of the stream. Where the stream ends. If you wanted to add me, I'll type it again one last time. If you wanted to be my friend, in game. I mean, out of game, I guess we can all be friends, but specifically in game. And yeah, we were just carrying people in End of Stars, and that was basically all we could do. Yes, but I couldn't find you. 2103377. You can look me up. There's my code. All right, Tsunami. You have Ancient, or you have Crest and Ambush Bubble. I want to see them die. Oh, we lost Crest. Well, if somebody wants to crest, we can crest. If not, we should just be able to kill it. GG. All right. Shout out to Tsunami, Kindly, Ancient. Thank you guys so much for carrying. Thank you to everyone who showed up. I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. Yeah. And I will on my let me post my X account really fast because I am going to post a poll. I'm going to post a poll about when you guys would like me to stream. And we'll go from there. Most likely I'll just stream like whenever you guys want me to, either Saturday or Sunday over the summer. So yeah. Thank you guys, and it was a lot of fun talking with you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I'd be happy to message afterwards. Let's see if I can find a buy thing real fast. This one will work. All right, bye guys. See ya.